It's approaching cliché, but we truly are in a new marketing era. Consider just some of the terminology used to describe today's marketing: internet marketing, inbound marketing, content marketing, social media, digital media, just to name a few. So we'd like to ask, what is your strategy for each of these marketing areas? What are your plans, and how does this change your process and your procedures? One thing they all share in common: content fuels each activity. Everywhere we go, we hear people complaining about the challenge of creating, managing, and delivering content in support of the requirements they face. Joe Paluzzi of Junta 42 is among many marketing and more recently content marketing thought leaders who are telling us to embrace the publisher mindset. Information is now a core product, in fact a primary value creator and key differentiator. We're being told to become the media. John Jantz of Duct Tape Marketing is among the many marketing thought leaders telling us that content is the new currency. In his book, The Referral Engine, John suggests that the age of the 4 P's of marketing — product, place, price, and promotion — have given way to the age of the customer. And in the age of the customer, the 4 C's are the keys to business success: content, context, connection, and community. Content, he says, has to be authentic content that educates. It has to be relevant to the interests of each audience, and he thinks that it's becoming an important marketing strategy to be able to produce content in the form of text, audio, video, and other forms. Context addresses the fact that we're overwhelmed and need to filter, aggregate, and make sense of all this information. He suggests the ability to situate information within the context of a prospect's life has become a core marketing tactic. So, we need different content. We've always produced content. Typically, it was mostly about products, services, features, and don't forget those benefits. This was usually one-size-fits-all content because it was about us. And content was primarily text and print-oriented. Today, we're being told to create content that's about the customer's problems, their core causes, and the issues they face. It has to be educational in nature, relevant, and we have so many more media formats and delivery methods to address. We refer to this as feeding the content beasts. Look at all of the delivery methods that must be produced for. Look at the different purposes. Just a few years ago, we weren't really creating content for lead nurturing purposes, and maybe not even the aggressive lead generation of today. These new content creation requirements, as well as opportunities they deliver, are creating new operational challenges. With traditional production approaches, you must select 2 of these 3 factors: good, fast, or cheap. We think it's time to optimize all 3 criteria. But in addition, we've learned we need to accommodate a demand for a much higher volume of content. We need to be able to tailor and personalize content so that it captures and holds attention. We need to be able to maintain content, share it, and reuse it, so we leverage the investment in this content and extend shelf life to get a bigger return on content. And many of us are selling globally, so we also need to be able to produce content in foreign languages. Traditional production methods tend to be expensive, require too much lead time, and result in what we call a single-purpose or point production. But the ad hoc crafts of individuals or groups leads to inconsistencies, variations in quality as well as hidden costs, and an inability to share and reuse in really effective ways. We suggest a new mindset, a publishing mindset. We recommend new methods and new tools. We must find a way to produce a greater volume of content faster while preserving quality, accommodating relevance requirements, multiple formats, and all of the other elements we've defined. Content requirements over the next 2 years will be rising exponentially. The traditional point production method of creating content follows a 1-to-1 volume-cost ratio. Organizations must find a way to flatten content creation cost curves while accelerating development time and enabling broader communities of content creators. We suggest that a publishing approach is the best way to do this.